Hey guys, Sifu Les, Clements, Black Dragon Kung Fu. Good to see you today. Thanks for watching. Today I got a special guest who's going to come on. He's going to talk about his experience with the Kung Fu. He's one of my students. And just going to get another input. So this is obviously a different scenario here from the one I've been broadcasting from before. I'm in a different room in front of my weapons wall. This is my collection. Yes, a lot of it is Chinese, a lot of it's Filipino, a lot of it's East Indian. There's every culture of weapon here, Eastern anyway, with the exception of Japanese stuff. Chinese martial arts. So anyway, all the stuff I've been talking about with the elements, controlling the elements, is the very important part of Kung Fu. So you're not just learning movements to defend yourself, fighting movements. Kung Fu is a way of life. So Kung is a skill. You're developing a skill to create certain results. So the definition of Kung Fu would be skill that is acquired through hard work, concentration, by raising your awareness. That is a Kung. Fu is the mastery of that. Okay, so Kung Fu is the mastery of awareness of good skill. It does not have to apply to fighting. Let's say that you're a runner or a biker or a swimmer. If you're really good at swimming and you win all the time, you have excellent swimming Kung. And what is that? The water element. Yes, swimming, water, blue, rejuvenation, life. Get in the water. I was just on the river here with my guest and we were talking about Kung Fu and how cool it is to be out in the elements. So with all that aside, I'm going to introduce my student. So come on in, man. This is my student Rob, and he's going to talk about Kung Fu. And so tell me, man, how you feeling? How you feeling today with Kung Fu and all that?
Overall, I feel great. I've been doing it for about 10 years now.
Oh, is it 10 years? Is that long?
About 10 years, yeah.
Man.
Yeah. Started off very green. So
good. Yeah, I remember when you came around. 10 years. I forgot that. You know, I've got students all over the country. They come in town periodically to visit. But, man, I forgot about that. 10 years.
Yeah, 10 years, yeah.
All right. So what have you found with Kung Fu over this 10 years? Does it make you more, how does it make you in life? Does it make you feel more assertive? Does it make you feel more, how do you feel?
Definitely more assertive. I would say that, yeah, definitely more assertive. Also, it just, Kung Fu has changed, like, everything, how I see things now. You know, little things like such as, like, you know, posture and the way you stand and stuff, and how you lean over a little bit, off displacement of weight, things of that nature. You know, little things. I think when I first started, you told me I was walking like this, like a duck. I had a little duck walk action, right? So now, you know, I fix your posture, and by me just fixing my posture and working on the alignment, like with the spine, the base and everything, you know, everything, you know, like little nicks and pains and stuff just went away. Yeah. That with on top of, you know, yoga, flexibility. Oh yeah. Decrease that. Yeah, it's been great.
Good. So what was your experience like with the yoga? So keep in mind, right, yoga is Kung Fu is a derivative of yoga, brought by the Bodhidharma from India into China. So tell us about the yoga.
I'll be honest, the yoga sucked at first, you know. It really sucked. I mean, when I first started, I was not the most flexible at all. You know, everything was just, but the flexibility and the persistence of keep, you know, doing yoga, you know, loosen up the limbs, you know, don't really wake up in pain, you know, stretching the back, you know, stretching out the spine, especially, you know, when you're sleeping, you know, when you go to bed, you sleep in one position for like, you know, 6-8 hours and stuff, and then usually, you know, we get up, we don't think about, okay, let me realign, re-stretch, and do things like that nature, and then down the line, you know, why my side hurt, why my back hurt, you know. So that was definitely helped me, and it definitely, by that, it, you know, helped my Kung Fu like a lot, that about at least 10 times.
Yeah. So the more you stretch, right, with yoga, the more you stretch, the more circulation you're going to have in your body, in your legs, in your heart. And you remember that golden cube I was talking about in my other videos? I just took a break from those to do this interview, but part 5 is coming pretty soon. But that golden cube that I was talking about. See the yoga? Stretching. Okay, so what element is stretching? Earth, right? Stretching out. Low to the ground, stretch. Get out on the grass, stretch, breathe. Water, drink plenty of water. Breathe deep, feel that fire. Remember, we're bringing the fire up from the stance, just burning the body, burning off, calcinating, transforming our bodies through water, fire, earth, and air, working into ether. So you hear it, yoga is golden. You stretch. Now what's going to happen with yoga is tell them what you felt with yoga when you were stretching that.
Pain. lots and lots of pain. And then, me personally, it's like a pop, but more like a good pop, like things are starting to open up, particularly like I have tight Achilles, and if you're not careful, you can tear it, do all sorts of damage and stuff.
Yeah.
So, one of the first things that I started was, loosening up my Achilles, and that's just sitting and having like some sort of stick or something to help you stretch and things of that nature. And hips, opening up my hips.
Yes.
That's a huge thing, especially when Kung Fu, when you go into these deep stances.
Yes.
And you're moving from side to side, shifting your weight, So doing that for about 15, 20 minutes every day, really, 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 really big difference.
Very important.
Big difference.
Yeah. So stretching is very, very important. Even a forward folding stretch. You just bend down and fold your arms and breathe and relax into that. You'll find that every breath you take, every exhale, you can go a little bit further. And that's how we stretch, right? So let's say that I'm practicing to do a split, right? And I get to the point where it really, really hurts. Now I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to take a real deep breath in, and I'm going to exhale. And either I'm going to drop just 1 decibel down, or it's not going to hurt anymore. So we can alleviate everything with the breath.
Definitely. And trust me, it's painful, but it's all right, all right, just keep breathing. Biggest thing is to breathe, because usually, when we're into rest and stuff, we just deep breaths, in with the nose, out with the mouth, and just relax and sink. And after a while, it gets easier and easier and easier. And depending on how often you do it, you'll see results pretty quickly. Things will start to change. The way your posture, if you slouch your shoulders, start to pick it back up. Start to walk differently. Breathe differently, because now you're more upward and you got more air coming into your lungs. So lots of stuff, great stuff. So you can't do one without the other, in my opinion. You need both, and it works like a gear, for like a big machine. So, which is your body, and you only have one body, so you should do whatever you can to take care of it. Otherwise, screwed. So.
That's right. You only have one. So you hear what he's talking about. It was hard. It was very painful. But the breath, just breathe. So if you look at some of these motions, right? Like some of these motions in yoga where you have your leg up and you'll be down with your hand there and you have to focus, you're going to be feeling a lot of pull on that side of the body, because it's going to pop your pelvis back in. If it's out, it's going to rearrange your skeletal structure. Yoga will put your bones back where they need to be. But you have to use the breath to ease it. So if there's a lot of inflammation in the body, when you breathe real deep, the body will start to relax when it gets those oxygen in there. And once it starts to relax, then you'll feel a pop. Kind of like if you've ever had a real good massage. Once you get real loosened up, sometimes your body will pop. Same thing. So anyway, that's just another testimonial. I have more. I got students coming in town all the time. So thanks for joining us on Black Dragon TV. And if you have any questions, let me know. If you like this video, feel free to subscribe, hit the like button, and we will see you later.